Hey guys, I thought I would come back and just sort of give a little information about how I did this barn here. This is actually a die from Paper Tray Ink, as well as this set of dies here. They're called Woodwork. There's actually two sizes of wood, since it's so popular right now to have, you know, the shiplap sort of look. So this set actually has two longer and two shorter pieces in it. And I've used the shorter pieces for the barn die here. And this is a barn die. As I said, it's like I think it's called Shape It Up barn or something like that. I've used it differently for a card. But I don't need to do a tutorial on how I arrived at the shiplap look. But I wanted to show you how I held it all together, because these are all cut lines on the die, and so are they are for the short. So if you cut this and you take it off your plates, you're going to find that all these little pieces fall out. So what I use to hold them in is this press and seal. I put this down on the back of my paper that I had treated to get the look of the shiplap before I die cut my panels. So if you look at this die, this is where I was at the end of my piece of paper. So this was the end of the paper. You can kind of see that press and seal on there. And then, of course, I've run it through my die cutter. Now, this was the end of the paper. I didn't want to waste any of the painting I did. So it die cuts all these little pieces. And, of course, you can see that as I peel this up, the press and seal wants to come up. I don't want to remove the press and seal from the back. So what I use is just a pair of scissors to cut them away, to cut it away from the die. And because this is the end piece, it of course wants to peel up, so I don't want it to do that. I want all of the die cut to stay together, so that when I glue it down to my card, I have one shiplap piece. So you can see here, all these little pieces are stuck in there. I can go through and I have my little pokey tool, poke out some of the pieces. Now, normally, you could just peel it off the back without having to poke any of the holes. That's, for some reason, that's not the case with the end piece. And I'm having to go back and be a little bit more gentle with it. So what usually will happen is I'll be able to just, let's see if I can just poke out this piece, because it's a whole piece. You can see here, see, this is coming up. So what I want to do is just be able to pull it out as one solid piece. And the press and seal, I'm probably not showing this very well, but the press and seal really does keep it together. I think I just really have a good stuck piece in here. I'm trying to bend my die back because it was really tight when I put it through. So what I'll probably just do is just go through and poke this a little bit so that I can release it from the die all in one piece, and not have to worry about messing with it too much. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that, because I think people don't really think about how do you keep all these little pieces in, especially like when they're word dies. Use some press and seal on the back of your paper before you run it through the die cut, and that will help you keep all the things together, especially in this case where you want something like this sort of thing. And you can see the texture of the wood grain in the shiplap pieces. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, I thought I'd come back and show you that I did get the die cut pieces out of the die. This is what they actually look like, and you can see here's that trailing edge of the press and seal where the paper ended. And so all I do, because this is actually two pieces of the two of the dies hooked together. I never cut mine apart, so I wouldn't lose them. That's one of the shiplap pieces, and then this is another, because there's a gap in the between, and then of course this one got cut off. So I can just use this as it is for an edge piece. I'll show you, these are the longer ones that I did another playtime session. These are the long dies that are in the set, and I did the same thing. You can see that there's that plasticky looking piece on the back. That's the Go Press and Seal. Is that what it's called? Glad Press and Seal. And you can see I used a little darker ink on this, and this is just Distress Oxide ink. This doesn't have the whitewash that the barn has, so that's why it's another reason why it's lighter, but these are darker colors of Distress Oxides. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.